Hello my beautiful friends, and welcome to what I eat in a week as a vegan. I hope you've been doing very well. It is Monday morning and I am just getting ready to head to work for the day and of course get into making some breakfast. Actually, before we get straight into breakfast, welcome to what I eat in a week. I'm vegan. I'm going to show you everything that I eat this week. It's going to be quite a busy one. I've got work, and then as well as that, I'm going on a little vacay with my boyfriend down to Byron Bay. So I'll show you what we eat when we're there as well. I've actually already prepped my lunch for today because I'm going in to work in the office, and so yeah, I like to take my lunch because otherwise I end up ordering Uber Eats. And so yeah, I made myself a pesto pasta salad. I just cooked some pasta, cooled it down, added in some rocket cherry tomatoes and cashew parmesan and store-bought pesto, of course, and just mix that all together. So that is going to keep me nice and full and nourished whilst I'm at work today, which we love. But for breakfast this morning, I actually recently have been really feeling like smoothie bowls, which I feel like is very 2018 vegan of me, but it's just what's happening for me at the moment. And I got a new jar of peanut butter. I feel like it needs to be cracked open. I feel like I need to make a chocolate peanut butter smoothie bowl for breakfast. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So when I got home from work on Monday, I made an early dinner for my housemate and I started by cubing some firm tofu, putting it into a bowl with some nutritional yeast, salt and some pepper, as well as garlic powder and some plain flour, and I tossed this all together. Then I shallow fried this in some oil over the heat until all of this tofu got really nice and crispy. Then I cut up some bread into, once again, little cubes because I was trying to make some croutons for this salad. I put it into a bowl with some olive oil, some garlic salt, and then I tossed this all together. In a separate bowl, I put some kale that I had washed with some olive oil, garlic salt, and pepper as well. And I massaged this all together. I put this and the croutons onto a baking tray and baked in the oven. Then in a salad bowl, I put some cos lettuce, cherry tomatoes, and this creamy dressing that I had made. I tossed it all together until it was well combined, and then I added in my crispy cooked tofu, the croutons, and the kale. And then I lightly tossed this all together to make this really delicious salad. Split this into two bowls, and my housemate and I enjoyed it very much so. On Tuesday morning, I was cooking for the both of us again. I decided to make some pancakes because we'd both been feeling like them for a little while. I feel like it's such a wholesome little thing to do with you and someone you love, is to like make some pancakes and enjoy a little breakfast date. So that's what we did. We had lemon, coconut sugar, strawberries, and butter on these. Super delicious. I honestly had been missing like a classic lemon and sugar pancake because I feel like they are so iconic. So this went down an absolute treat. When it came to lunchtime, I was back on the tofu train. I cut a couple of pieces of tofu, dipped it in some milk, and then crumbed it with some flour as well as cashew parmesan that I had made earlier. And then I shallow fried this once again to get this tofu really nice and crispy on both sides. I'm loving cooking tofu like this lately, and I decided to make myself a sandwich. So I got a piece of bread, put some vegan aioli as well as spinach and rocket on. Then I topped it with the crispy tofu that I'd prepared, as well as some tomato, some cucumber, some black pepper, some vegan cheese, and then some more bread with mustard on. This was a task to eat, I'm not gonna lie. It was absolutely ridiculously big. So yeah, wouldn't recommend making something that packed full. For a little snack, I wanted to make some treats to enjoy throughout the week. So I put some rolled oats into my Vitamix and I blended them down into more of a flour-like texture. I then put this into a bowl with some smooth peanut butter. I also added in some maple syrup and some salt, and I mixed this together until it got nice and smooth. From there, I then added in some dark chocolate choc-chips, and I mixed this all together once again, and then I just rolled these into like little bliss ball kind of things just to be able to grab from the fridge and enjoy throughout the week. I really love doing things like this. I definitely have a sweet tooth, and so I like having something ready to go in the fridge, and these are super delicious and, as you saw, very, very easy to make as well. When it came to dinner, I wanted to try this recipe that I'd seen on Instagram, which was for like a cauliflower parma kind of thing. I'm not a mock meat kind of girly, and so I thought this could be a really fun thing for me to make. I cut some cauliflower and then dipped it in some oat milk and then coated in cashew parmesan and breadcrumbs. Put this in the oven to bake, and once it was nice and crispy, I topped it with some tinned tomatoes as well as some vegan cheese, and then I put this back into the oven to cook for like a further 10 minutes to get the cheese as melty as possible. This was really, really good. I served it with a side salad as well as some hot chippies. It felt like a classic pub feed kind of situation. Super, super good. Definitely recommend trying this recipe out. I'll leave it linked below. On Wednesday morning, I started my day with a bagel. You know I love a bagel. These things are not changing for me, that's for sure. I put some cashew cream cheese on top of this, and then I also topped it with some fresh tomato. I love fresh tomato so much. We also know this, and I put some black pepper on top of that as well. Super simple breakfast, but really yummy. A classic Amanda Duck's breakfast, that is for sure. Then when it came to lunchtime, I wanted to try something else out that I had seen on Instagram. Well, there's a bit of a theme going here. I cooked some pasta, and then I rinsed and drained it and put it into a saucepan with some hummus as well as the zest of lemon, some lemon juice, some salt and pepper, and mix this together. I've seen this hummus pasta recipe, all over Instagram. People have said it's really good, and it was really good. I found it really easy to make. Topped it with some cherry tomatoes, cashew parmesan, and also some spring onion, and definitely recommend giving this a go. For dinner on Wednesday night, my friends and I went out to dinner at a restaurant called The Tropic. They have a separate vegan menu, and so we always order off that. I got some puff spice bread, some sesame cheese, pumpkin hummus, this pasta that was way too spicy for me to eat, and some roast potatoes. I shared this with a couple of my friends. We also had a heap of greens as well. It was really great.
Mushrooms I cooked for you.
Okay, I'm repping the socks and sandals situation right now. I'm going to show you this gorgeous villa that we are staying in. First of all, let's have a moment for the property in general because it is so lush and so beautiful. As well as that, let's have a moment for my gorgeous boyfriend who, just so we're all on the same page, is a vegan king, but he's also camera shy, and he wants me to show you how big this tree is and gorgeous this tree is. Okay, so yes, this property is super, super gorgeous. We went for a walk down here and it was incredibly beautiful. It's just like nice having a little like relaxing space to be when you're on vacay. This is only like 10 minutes out of like Byron Bay main town, and yeah, super, super lush, which we love. And then we go in to our little villa, which is just so, so lush. We're going to cook dinner here tonight, so we'll have a nice little dinner here. We've got a really nice kitchen. It's my tripod just randomly being there for me. But yes, lovely kitchen. We are currently finishing season 4 of Stranger Things, so definitely going to be watching the finale, which I've heard is intense, on that TV tonight. Super gorgeous space, and honestly it's just like so nice looking out here. We have the bedroom, gorgeous. Once again, waking up to that this morning, simply divine. Super beautiful. And then through here we have gorgeous bathroom. Hello. I'm so excited to take a bath because once again it looks super lush, and yeah, it's such a gorgeous space. This place is called Fig Tree Villa. I'm gonna link it down in the description if you want to check it out and want to stay here. Highly recommend. It's in a really nice quiet spot, but still super close to town, which means close to all of the delicious vegan food. After an already delicious day of vegan food, my boyfriend and I went to our favorite vegan restaurant called No Bones. This is a spot in Byron Bay you definitely need to visit if you're in the area. We had so many amazing things to share. This Caesar salad was unreal. We had roasted potatoes. He had some vegan chicken. We also had some cocktails as well as gnocchi, some bread with mushroom pate. It was just an all-round good time. I definitely recommend checking this place out so much. And then when it came to the next morning, they also recently have opened a little cafe called No Bones Little, which is a fully vegan cafe coffee shop, and this was absolutely unreal as well. So I got myself a macadamia hot chocolate. He got a vegan salmon bagel. I got myself a croissant, of course, can't go past it. I love a croissant pretty much everywhere I go at the moment, can't stop ordering them. And then we also got this egg and bacon muffin to share.
Party bag, they're called.
It was time to say goodbye to Byron Bay and get back to the Gold Coast on Saturday morning, and I had a muffin from a vegan bakery on the way home. Once I was home, I couldn't be bothered cooking, so I cooked up some of these pasties from, or is it pasties? Pasties? I don't know. I cooked up some of these from this packet, and then I served with a side salad and some tomato sauce. Then for dinner, I was cooking for my housemate and my boyfriend, and I made this baked mac and cheese with broccoli, made this cheesy sauce which is so delicious. It's something I love making and then having in the fridge. As you can tell, it is super creamy. So I put this in the oven. I had it topped with some cashew parmesan as well, and it was a really nice wholesome meal for us to all enjoy together. I love cooking things like this that are really great for sharing. So yeah, and then we go into Sunday. I love making these breakfast muffins. muffins. So I had some tomato sauce, some spinach on mine, as well as this chickpea egg patty, some rice paper bacon, and some of that leftover cheesy sauce from the night before. I ended up eating 2 of these and it kept me full for so long. I also snacked on a couple of those chocolate peanut butter balls that I had made earlier in the week. And then for dinner, I really couldn't be bothered cooking, and so Cara treated me to some noodles, which were so delicious and such a great way to end a delicious week of vegan food.